You're tuned in to Floridian Rollo. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo, and I'm coming at you with another live stream. As you enter into the chat, make sure you hit the thumbs up. The information is pinned to the top. Make sure you hit the like button, share the video. We're about to go in. First and foremost, for those who's viewing, it's something that you need to see on the screen that should show you what I'm talking about. Before I start the video, there is something on the screen, on this guy's screen. What do you see that should raise a red flag before I go into the topic? I already seen it off top, and this is my first time listening to this video. This video is after the incident. After the incident, y'all. A few days after the incident. He just recently touched back to Georgia. And what you need to see on this board before I start the video is something there that lets me know he's on level 2. I want to see, I'm waiting for people to come in the chat. When the people come in the chat, give me an answer, we go from there. What do you see that's odd? What do you see that's odd? Because I see it already before I even start the video. What do you see that's odd about this situation? So this is a Mayday video. A Mayday video is considered emergency. Now, I'll tell you what it is. Look at the numbers. 54, 36, 52. Reverse the 52, 25. 36 represent a full-blown Mason. 54 is 45 political. He's showing you the numbers in plain sight. He has not ever shown that in his content. And then he has all the maps, all the volumes. This is all witchcraft. He's promoting himself to this industry. Look at the 54. You'll see it on the screen, which represents 45. 36, top masonry. He's connected with those two. 52, reverse it to 25, represents completion. Okay, without further ado, and he's showing you, he's pointing to the eye, the lion, one eye to the lion, to the dragon lion, they call it, and one eye to the dragon lion. All right, let's go. Let's play the video.
I don't think y'all understand how easy it is to say, you know what? At every corner, I met with resistance from our people. I met with hatred. I met with slander.
What? You met with what? No, you doing that. Let's continue.
There's whole smear campaigns online, all because of what? Because I'm telling my people, let's go empower ourselves. Let's build. Let's become self-autonomous. Let's do something that we can call our own, because the world is going to collapse. And where are we going to go when it collapses? Because I see the other nations.
You see how the numbers is moving, y'all? You see how the numbers is moving? That's what a lot of the witches, the warlocks do. He just showing his in plain sight. He's showing the numbers. What is the numbers? Getting the money. That's a money witchcraft system. He has not shown that before until he did what he did after the hotel. Now he's showing to the powers that be, his father Esau, the father of lies, that hey, support. 666. 666. We're going to rewind back. Hold on. Look at the people he's promoting. Pay attention. I just want y'all to see that real quickly. Hold on. Y'all see the fallen lions? Y'all see the fallen lions? Y'all see that? Let's listen.
I'm ready for action because they keep showing us every day. They got our foot on our fucking neck. And we are the fucking majority. How do we got 500 and some people up there and they running this shit?
Y'all see he's doing a Mason grip? Y'all see he's doing a Mason grip on his hands? That's the Mason grip on his hands he's showing you in real time, folks. That is the Mason grip. And he has the blue line, represents the Liberace, the Ibarazzis. And he's going to mention Ibarazi in this video, by the way. I guarantee you, he's going to mention it. And you see, that is the raw of Satan. Let's go. The Mason handshake.
That sister sound fed up, don't she? She said, I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of seeing all these videos. When we gonna actually start doing? You know, I'm wondering the same thing, and I gotta make videos. Isn't that something? When are all my brothers gonna get fed up like that? Just like that sister. I'm waiting to hear that same tone of voice from the alleged men of the Most High.
From the alleged men of the Most High. Who's the alleged men of the Most High? Me, Ringo, Brainwiz, Mark the Messenger, Pastor Rufus, Brother Chawachisa, you name it. That's who he's talking about. I'm going to rewind it again. This is my first time hearing it. The Lord led me to this. He's going to try to take it down. So that's why I'm on top of it. Ringo, if you're listening, make sure you record this video and have it in your archives. He might try to take this down. Get into it right now. Let's go. Listen again.
And they running this shit.
I see the Mason handshake.
That sister sound fed up, don't she? She said, I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of seeing all these videos. When we gonna actually start doing? You know, I'm wondering the same thing, and I gotta make videos. Isn't that something? When are all my brothers gonna get fed up like that? Just like that sister. I'm waiting to hear that same tone of voice.
What tone of voice? The fear tactics. And you see he has the polo hat, right? The polo hat has a thunder to it. He has a thunder of Satan. Once again, he's doing the Mason handshake, palm and grease. You see numbers is going through. That is representing, I need more views, more money. I took the oath. I need the currency. To him, it's about the currency. It's not about your soul getting right with the Most High and the Heavenly Father. We're going to continue to play. Here we go.
From the alleged men of the Most High. You got a lot of these guys running around gallivanting as leaders, but they not willing to spearhead anything. They not willing to step forward to put things in place. They not.
That's when he was talking about Ringo and Brainwiz. I was already out the picture. He's talking about Ringo and Brainwiz. Okay, let's continue.
Not willing to step out their comfort zone. Nah. They just doing a whole lot of talking.
That's talking about Ringo, because at the time Ringo was in New York. Okay? So for all those who saying Ringo didn't peep game, this is the video party Ringo is talking about. Okay? I'm just happen to talk about it because the Lord led me to it. Let's continue.
And the sister said, she said something interesting right there. She said, how is it that only about 500 people are running the entire world?
What 500 people is running the whole entire world? The Most High is running everything. They can't do anything without the Most High permission. They're not running anything. When Job said the earth was given unto the hand of the wicked, that doesn't mean they run everything. And that's a fear mongering. They have to have permission to do certain things. Okay? They can't do nothing without the Most High's permission or the father of lies permission, who has to go to the Most High. I already talked about that in the book of Job, because Job was talking about himself too with his fear. And the earth was given unto the hand of the wicked, because he was talking about himself too when he was in fear. Just like you are. You pushing fear. You're telling people in code at this particular video not to rock with these guys. And it's all coming out now. And do you see the planet hell? Do y'all see the planet hell? Do you see the sun? That's planet hell that Raptor News talk about. That's not a sun. That's planet hell that's engaged on this earth. Y'all gotta peep game. You see the sun? Put a 5 in the chat. You see everything I'm talking about? The numbers, planet hell. That's who he's attracted to. Let's go.
And they pretty much got their foots in our necks. I'm going to tell you how that's possible. Because people are too caught up in social media. People are too caught up in social media.
He's talking about Ringo at this particular time. Okay? He's talking about Ringo at this particular time. Let's continue. He already tried to use a particular person who I pull my retract statements. We good. I don't deal with her no more. However, they've been trying to get me for a long time. I've been trying to tell you this. And they couldn't get me. So they got the people at the time who I retract my statements from. They retract their statements. We good. We just doing the work of the Lord, handling business. At the same time, they didn't realize the Most High was going to show them everything. That's why I pulled back. I didn't go in. People was wondering why I didn't go in. The Most High told me not to go in. Give it time. Give it a season. And now we're in that season. And you see that sun? That's planet hell on his video, y'all. That's not the actual sun. That is planet hell. I give my credit to Raptor News because I knew about planet hell. Yet the person that talked about planet hell was Raptor News. Okay? He was talking about it on YouTube. There was no other content creator. I knew of it when I used to work for JFK, you know what I'm saying, back in the early 2000s. I wasn't on YouTube. I was talking about sports and different other things. So Raptor News, in terms of YouTube, yes, he is the one talking about it. You got other people talking about planet hell. No, you go to Raptor News videos, he talked about it and talk about other things. I used to listen to him because of that, because it's really true. Let's continue.
There are 15 new jobs added to it.
All right, let me let this go through.
Are you not entertained? Is this not why you're here?
They're entertained by drama, gossip, celebrity innuendos.
He's talking about Ringo. He's talking about Brainwiz down the road, of course. As Brainwiz realized what's going on, he already talked about his testimony. You go to his channel and check it out. The point I'm trying to show you is those numbers keep moving. That is the second level of going into the entry. He's already been sold his soul. if you ask me when he sold his soul, I would say the time he met Brandon T. Jackson. A close source, I won't mention the person, who knows people, said when they met, that's when he took the oath. And looking back at the interview, it's still probably on his channel. There's a lot of questionable things about Brandon T. Jackson. Matter of fact, one of Brandon T. Jackson's people used to watch my platform. And I do believe that was the time he took the oath. And when he got up with a few of other YouTube content creators and Michael Israel, that was Pastor Dow probably sat him to this NAN initiative. I truly believe that. Why? Because if you look at the track record of Nubrred, he was not talking about NAN initiative until last year? Because Pastor Dow slipped and said his name first. He did say Brainwiz, yet that was to try to get Brainwiz back on the team. Dow knew that Brainwiz and Nubrred wasn't in good terms because he talked to Pastor Dow. Okay? And when we was going in on Pastor Dow, Nubrred was not going in on Pastor Dow how Ringo and myself was, and Brainwiz was, and Rufus was. If you go back and look at the breakdowns of him going at Pastor Dow, it was not harsh. It was not, how would you say, trying to get him corrected. Pay attention, y'all, what I'm telling you. Let's go.
They caught up in the fear mongerers who doing all this talking. They want it to be like a motion picture. They want you to feel like you in a horror movie when you watching their videos. They want to make it dramatic.
This was still going on during the Dow situation. Even though I wasn't talking to Ringo at the time, even though I wasn't talking to Nubrred at the time, and I went my separate way, they was talking about Dowell still. Remember when Dowell was going at the UP Farms thing, Brainwiz, everybody else? That's what he's talking about. And now all of a sudden, Dowell wants to invite him. Think about it. Let's go.
But none of them are putting in any leg work to prepare for what is to come. And eventually, real gotta recognize real. We in that season right now.
Here we go.
Where the end is drawing near. And something major is on the horizon.
I'm going to rewind that a little bit. Pay attention to what he slipped up and said.
Celebrity innuendos. They caught up in the fear mongerers who doing all this talking. They want it to be like a motion picture. They want you to feel like you in a horror movie when you watching their videos. They want to make it dramatic.
He's talking about Ringo. Okay? He's talking about Ringo. All right? Let's continue.
But none of them are putting in any leg work to prepare for what is to come.
And there you have it. Let's continue.
And eventually, real gotta recognize real.
Real, God know, gotta recognize real. God know citric, get it? Y'all know what citric is, right? I don't have to explain to my audience. I know y'all know what citric is. Let's continue.
We in that season right now where the end is drawing near. And something major is on the horizon. Something that will include problem, reaction, solution. It will include further destroying our rights. It will include something that will cause food shortages. It will cause more despair, famine, pestilence. We're talking about we going into the days of Noah right now.
I'm gonna tell you something, Brainwaves. I see you in the chat. I see Gold there in the chat. How you doing, Joelle? To her husband that's tuning in, and Eric Bird. I'm gonna tell you something. What they're gonna do at UP Farms, I truly believe, and this is why I believe they in that UP Farms. Brainwaves, if you still in the chat, because I know you're busy. Ringo, if you're in the chat, I haven't been to UP Farms. I've seen your videos, and something caught my eye in your videos. Now, you stayed there for how many days, Brainwaves? Because there's that part of that town that there's a lot of sightings go on that road. When y'all guys get on that road, did y'all ever get the eerie feeling? Not going to the thing, leaving the thing. Did y'all get some dark, eerie feeling? Because upon my research of that town, there's nothing going on in that town. And I do believe that there's some things that go on of why he wasn't there. He was doing his witch hunt. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his witch hunt. Because what y'all don't know about certain parts of North Carolina, they have heavy witch hunts in that town he was in. Okay? So just be careful. I'm just saying, be careful, y'all. That town is known for witch hunts. Let's continue.
It's going to get real ugly out here. And a lot of people who running around full of pride, arrogance, and ego going to find out real soon that whatever God they serving is going to pale in comparison to the God of the Bible who been telling his people how to maneuver in these days.
You don't represent the God of our Bible. Y'all use it to lower in the God of people to make sacrifices on them and make them look like they don't know what they're talking about. So you were sent as the low tier of the mason to do the dirty work. Your Wichita is a high mason. Don't let his grinning, don't let everything fool you. Trust me when I tell you. Because when he talked about the glitch, he never been through a glitch until I got there. The reason why there was a glitch is because the Lord was showing me things that I needed to see. You know what I'm saying? He's part of it too. They all know how to work together. Don't let that guy, don't let the nice gestures of him helping. They all play a role. They all actors. There's some actors that show who they are, and there's some actors in the movie that play nice and will stab you in the back too. We know that to be true. So don't take this, what I say, for verbatim. Pay attention. Let's continue.
I'm telling you right now, we in that time.
Not only is it real, but let's say roughly 60% of American families are living paycheck to paycheck. They don't have $400 or $1,000. I don't remember the exact figure.
Who talks about $1,000? Who talks about having $1,000 or more a week? Ain't I the one of the few YouTubers or the only one of YouTubers talking about you should make $1,000 or more a week? Put a 5 in the chat. He's throwing shots at me at this particular video. This is him saying, you ain't got no money no more, Rollo. This right here is what he's telling to his elitism people, that we got Rollo. He's not making money like he used to. We pull away his biggest supporters. Wow! Nubrred! You should have took this video down. I got you now. Let's rewind it. Because I'm the only one that tell brothers and sisters to make sure you make $1,000 or more a week. Woo! So he found this video he had in store for a minute. Look at his face. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. This is where he's telling his constituents that he sacrificed me. Remember, the incident happened not too long ago. This video is May 1st. Let's go.
Destroying our rights. It will include something that will cause food shortages. It will cause more despair, famine, pestilence. We're talking about we going into the days of Noah right now. And it's going to get real ugly out here. And a lot of people who running around full of pride, arrogance, and ego going to find out real soon that whatever God they serving is going to pale in comparison to the God of the Bible who been telling his people how to maneuver in these days. I'm telling you right now, we in that time.
Not only is it real, but let's say roughly 60% of American families are living paycheck to paycheck. They don't have $400 or $1,000. I don't remember the exact figure. I'm sure you do. For an emergency, they are trapped in the instability of the gig economy.
Whoa! 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 I always talk about the gig economy. I always talk about the gig economy because he know I did the gig economy. But he was trying to figure out what my pay stubs were. So he's letting the people know that's in certain positions of the economic form. What did I tell you guys? I got 100 in economics in high school. I know my economics very well. And that's what he used me for. He used me for economic purposes. He used Ringo and Brainwaves for producing. I'm going to say it again. Listen and listen well. He used me for economic purposes. He used Brainwaves and Ringo for production purposes. Y'all get it now? I'm not saying Ringo and Brainwaves don't make money. Listen to what I'm saying. He didn't use them for that. He used me for that. Why he used me more for economics? Because he saw the people I was tied to on the internet and off the internet. He was talking about my money. He wasn't talking about Ringo's money. He was talking about Ringo in the business term, and Ringo was not doing it for business. He thought that Nubrred was doing it for brotherly love, and that wasn't his intention. He didn't look at Ringo and Nubrred for money purposes in terms of getting more money. That's why you with your side was asking me more about business money. He did not ask Brainwaves and Ringo about business money. They came to me about that because they knew I know certain things, certain people. And so that's why they try to use that and now trying to destroy whatever I had. I'm telling y'all, man, and now they're trying to destroy these brothers. Let's rewind it again so y'all can hear it before we continue. I'm not going to do this whole thing. I got to do a part 2.
Real soon that whatever God they serving is going to pale in comparison to the God of the Bible who been telling his people how to maneuver in these days. I'm telling you right now, we in that time.
Not only is it real, but let's say roughly 60% of American families are living paycheck to paycheck. They don't have $400 or $1,000. I don't remember the exact figure. I'm sure you do. For an emergency, they are trapped in the instability of the gig economy. So there's not job protection. Even if they have some kind of health insurance, it's the mercenary for-profit form of health insurance, which...
You notice he got nervous. Did y'all see him moving the nerves? Did you see he's getting nervous? Y'all see he's getting nervous, right? Put a 5 in the chat if you see he's getting nervous. I'm telling you. Let me rewind it a little bit.
That whatever God they serving is going to pale in comparison to the God of the Bible who been telling his people how to maneuver in these days. I'm telling you right now, we in that time.
Not only is it real, but let's say roughly 60% of American families are living paycheck to paycheck. They don't have $400 or $1,000. I don't remember the exact figure. I'm sure you do. For an emergency, they are trapped in the instability of the gig economy. So there's not job protection. Even if they have some kind of health insurance, it's the mercenary for-profit form of health insurance, which really doesn't cover catastrophic illnesses. And of course, if you get a catastrophic illness, you can't afford to pay your premiums, which means you lose it. That's why over 1 million people a year go bankrupt, even though they have insurance. Social inequality creates these kinds of messianics, right-wing populists, neo-fascists. That's what is vomited up from a society that no longer functions. It's what I...
Hold on, we're going to let this play through. Hold on.
Cover the war in Yugoslavia, you go back and look at Weimar Germany, it's the same. So with or without Trump, the problem isn't going to go away until we address the social inequality, the political stagnation, and the fact that corporate power has seized every institution, including, of course, the media, and deformed them to serve their predatory interests on everybody else.
Did you hear what that elite said towards the end? Did y'all hear what that elite said towards the end? Let's listen to what he said towards the end and watch him shake his head. Watch him shake his head. If you shake your head, you agree with what this elite said. Listen, pay attention to what he's shaking his head.
That's what is vomited up from a society that no longer functions. It's what I witnessed when I covered the war in Yugoslavia. You go back and look at Weimar Germany, it's the same. So with or without Trump, the problem isn't going to go away until we address the social inequality, the political stagnation, and the fact that corporate power has seized every institution, including, of course, the media, and deformed them to serve their predatory interests on everybody else.
You see how he shake his head? You see how he shake his head? That's the entities talking through him, so to say. He's agreeing with the entities about doing that on the NANA initiative. Creeping people out. I'm telling y'all, man, we're going to continue.
Corporate entities have seized the media. That was one of the key components of that particular diatribe he just went through.
Y'all see him doing the 666? Put a 5 in the chat. He got the 666 hand. Y'all see the hand gestures? Y'all see it? Y'all see the 666? He's folding his hand in the number 6. He's in agreement to what this guy say. And he talking about he want blood, he want war. Did y'all not hear that in his crash out videos? He want blood, he want war. Look what we got here. We caught the numbers 36, 36, 23. 23 represents superhuman. AI, fallen angels. You put the 36 and you put the 63, 36. I keep telling y'all, man, the Most High is working. The Most High is working. Pay attention. This is not coincidental. Let's go.
People who have corporate interests have seized the media. And a lot of you brothers and sisters out there, you have become slaves.
He already sold out. That's why YouTube is pushing his thing even more, because he sold out for views. He sold out to lie to the people. He been sold out. They told him when his numbers was going to go up. You have to make some sacrifice of certain channels in order for you to go up to the next step. Okay? Let's continue.
Slaves to social media. You have become slaves to despair merchants, to people who are all about lining their pockets and not giving back to the people. And
you know he's saying the same thing that Pepe Mindset saying. He's trying to say Ringo is cheap. That's what he's trying to say. What he's trying to say in this particular case, that Ringo is cheap. Before the fallout, before the move initiative of Ringo moving from New York to North Carolina, he already had in his mind that Ringo is cheap at this particular time. He's worried about what I'm making, yet he's saying Ringo is cheap, and he's saying Brainwiz is cheap. He's saying you two brothers is cheap. Just like Pet State said that Ringo is cheap, he got that from Nubrred, aka Nubrred. 9 upon 9, precept upon precept. Let's continue.
And this is a real issue, right? The Bible tells you in 2 Timothy 4:3, it says, "For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust."
Ain't that what he's doing right now? Ain't he admitting that he's not talking about sound doctrine? After his own lust, he had 2 particular witches that the white boy sent that night at the hotel, planned that whole thing, and complete what he thought the mission, and it backfired. That's why he's looking Nubrred. He's digressed now. He's trying to run away from what he did. You can't hide no more.
Shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears?
He's telling on himself with the scripture. Let's continue.
See, we're in a time now where people are not enduring to sound doctrine. People are not taking heed to what's righteous, and it's almost like everybody can see that we're on a.
He's already doing the Mason handshake again. He's trying to hide it, yet on the right-hand side of the camera, you can see it a little bit, okay? You can see it a little bit. Let's continue.
Brink of austerity measures, everybody can see that something is extremely wrong with the mass majority. Those of a hive mentality. People are literally walking around like NPCs. The living dead are among us.
He's talking about himself and the people he's connected to and others that's on YouTube that's becoming like that. You can see it in their rhetoric. Let's go.
People see demonic possession on the uptick. People see just dark psychology being pushed on the people.
He's telling you he's pushing dark psychology on the people. Let's continue.
Taking away their faculties, taking away their ideas and their individuality and their authenticity, and everybody's monkey see, monkey do. Is literally everybody is the same person. You see zombie land out here.
Brainwiz says that man area did have a creepy vibe to it, very satanic, eerie vibes. I've been to many haunted towns before, so I know the difference. Yeah, there you go. Let's continue.
And you can clearly see it. And while this is all happening, artificial intelligence.
Moving? Unpack a.
He mentioned artificial intelligence. Let's continue.
You're sitting here, you're looking at the decline of platonic family, morality.
The decline of platonic family. What he's trying to say is Jacob is not having many children. Us Esau men is having more children than Jacob right now. Because they put in fear in Jacob to be fruitful and multiply. You have many Esau, so-called black content creators pushing this agenda. Meanwhile, they having babies. That is of Esau. Okay? They worrying about Ringo having a son. His daughters is well taken care of. And so, they worried about that. They worried about other men that do have sons that come from the son of Jacob. They don't want you to have their children around their children. They are going to these politics and telling them to erase us off as no memory in the book of Psalms. He's down with it. You cannot be a dignitary in Africa if you're not Esau. I'm going to say it again. You cannot be a dignitary of Africa if you're not Esau. The Hamites, ain't they not part of Psalms 83? Answer the question in the chat. Did not part the Hittites, a few of them, agree with this United Nations? This guy was already part of the board meeting of the United Nations. Then he said that he frequent with Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King. He kind of had issues with Malcolm X. Do y'all remember those videos? Come on now. He's part of the UN, y'all. And the UN, D. Dowell, and his ministry is down with the UN. Do you know that the UN mostly own these farmlands? Ask Brainwaves. Ask Brainwaves, who is an expertise in that. Do you guys know the UN, you have to go through certain people, including the UN, to be approved to get land overseas and also in America? Come on now. Let's continue.
He has dwindled to no avail. The alternative, the letter, has went all over the place.
And he had 2 chicks that were its that he dealt with that night in North Carolina after the incident. He had 2 ITA chicks that night after the incident. And he even said that behind the scenes in public that he has no problem getting with a lady that deals with a lady. What you're going to find out is he hiding who his true identity is? I'm just asking a question. Because when Brainwaves had that sister on, testifying about what happened, she's saying not only he a Mason, he afraid of straight women. She was saying it in code. I peeped what she said, and I do believe she's saying in code, he's afraid of straight women. He likes strange women. Strange women are into different dopamines. Get it? Let's continue.
There's a great divide between man and woman. The battle of the sexes, as we call it. All of this is happening in real time, but nobody is lifting a finger to try to save themselves.
Nobody's trying to lift a finger to try to save themselves. You mean you're not trying to save yourself? Because you're evil and wicked. You're talking about yourself in this particular case.
Man, what kind of world are we living in? Where nobody's even lifting a finger to save themselves.
It has begun.
I mean, we're in a time where we can see the economy is collapsing right before us. We're on our 4th economic revolution.
We're on our 4th economic revolution. Here comes the fear tactic. They always pushing fear because that's how they get the views, the revenue, the support, the backing. That's how they get it. They have to push fear. Fear brings in more views, more revenue, more people going against God, more people not trusting in God and not doing any research. Let's go.
You literally have states seceding from America and branching off, essentially becoming their own forces. You look.
Wait a minute, wait. He got that from me. Did y'all hear he said there's certain states in America branching off from America? I'm the only content creator by the Most High who said that. No other content creator said that. I said Florida, Texas is becoming their own thing. They separating from the cup of Babylon. Listen again what he's saying. Hold on, let's go back.
You sitting here, you're looking at the decline of platonic family. Morality has dwindled to no avail. The alternative, the letter, has went all over the place. There's a great divide between man and woman. The battle of the sexes, as we call it. All of this is happening in real time. But
you see, he's doing the Mason handshake. He's doing the Mason handshake. You see it? You see the Mason handshake? He's doing the justice right in front of your eyes, y'all.
nobody is lifting a finger to try to save themselves. Man, what kind of world are we living in where nobody's even lifting a finger to save themselves?
It has begun.
I mean, we're in a time where we can see the economy is collapsing right before us. We're on our fourth economic revolution. You literally have states seceding from America and branching off, essentially becoming their own forces. You're looking at civil war coming to America. And
he got that from me. He got that from me because I talked about Florida and Texas having its own thing when we did the breakdown of Civil War. He got that from me. He didn't thought about that. He didn't come up with that idea. I came up with that idea. I shared that information with him, and he's trying to tell his audience he came up with that. A lot of this information he's trying to mix truth with his witchery, and he gets a lot of information from us. If we were not to be on, he would not be on. And I guarantee you he's going to try his best to say Looney Tune, they out of pocket, they jealous, hey, don't listen to them, all this other hysterical he's going to do. I'm telling you, watch what I tell you. We already know.
and all in all, you got all this land out here
Here we go.
that the other nations are just buying up. They're just buying up this land. They're buying it up. They're playing a whole nother game than we're playing. Here we in a sinking ship and they're scrounging. They're buying up land and they're just building constantly. They're working together no matter what. They're just working together. And these individuals have different religions. They from all walks of life. But when you go down to a lot of the red states and the southern states, you see these people.
Here we go. Here we go, Brainless. It's coming. It's coming out of his own mouth. Here we go. I gotta rewind it back a little bit. Here we go. Uh-oh. He's telling on himself.
You literally have states seceding from America and branching off, essentially becoming their own forces. You're looking at civil war coming to America. And all in all, you got all this land out here that the other nations are just buying up. They're just buying up this land. They're buying it up. They're playing a whole nother game than we're playing. Here we in a sinking ship and they're scrounging. They're buying up land and they're just building constantly. They're working together no matter what. They're just working together. And these individuals have different religions. They from all walks of life.
That is straightway. He's talking about straightway. Don't y'all get it? I'm surprised y'all ain't saying in the chat. He's talking about D. Dowell. He made the deal with D. Dowell on May 1st, 2024, because D. Dowell is a Mason. Okay? He's a Mason pastor. So he's talking about, listen, we wanted it back. Y'all gonna know it's about straightway and some other stuff. Here we go. Listen.
I mean, we're in a time where we can see the economy is collapsing right before us. We're on our fourth economic revolution. You literally have states seceding from America and branching off, essentially becoming their own forces. You're looking at civil war coming to America. And all in all, you got all this land out here that the other nations are just buying up. They're just buying up this land. They're buying it up. They're playing a whole nother game than we're playing. Here we in a sinking ship and they're scrounging. They're buying up land and they're just building constantly. They're working together no matter what. They're just working together. And these individuals have different religions. They from all walks of life. But when you go down to a lot of the red states and the southern states, you see these people together just building houses. They're buying houses. They're on free land. But our people, on the other hand, so-called melanated people, are arguing about religion online.
Who's arguing about religion online? Who's arguing about religion online? You trying to say Ringo is arguing about religion online? You trying to say Brainwaves is arguing about religion online? You saying that born again Israelite is arguing about religion online? Myself, Mark the Messenger, who needs to repent and own up to his accountability of flip-flopping with you and Ringo, especially what he did to the elder too. Those are the people you're talking about? You're trying to say we ain't doing nothing? You like D Dowell, you got all the answers? You demonic SOBs got all the answers? No, you don't. You're not of the Most High. You're trying to make yourself look like God now. You sold your soul, I believe, a year ago. I truly believe you sold your soul a year ago. I truly believe it. When you got up with Brandon T. Jackson, you sold your soul. Looking back, that's the day you sold your soul. Let's continue.
Or debating or having rap beef online. Or going back and forth about celebrity gossip online. Or just full of drama. Isn't that something? A lot of you all, I'm going to say this straight up. A lot of you all are not ready for what's to come. You are not ready.
He's saying to the seed of Jacob, Esau is saying to the seed of Jacob, you're not ready for what's to come. He disrespects the daughters of Zion. He's saying the men of Jacob is weak. We on the low of the bottom, the low of the economics. We got rid of your biggest asset, Rollo, Ringo, and Brainwaves. We got y'all to go against them. That's what they're talking about right now. And Rufus with the straightway situation, and now with Nubrred. You name it. It's right in front of your face, y'all. Let's go.
You can't even imagine what type of world you're going to be living in the next few years. You're not ready. And you see brothers of truth making major moves, getting prepared for what's coming, developing community, leading people to freedom, doing what it is we're supposed to be doing. But a lot of people are silent.
A lot of people ain't silent because I'm not silent. I'm on your behind. You silent. You silent on the word of God. You don't have the word of God in you. You don't trust God. You trust man. Just like D. Dowell trusts man. Both of you trust man. And your minions or your deliverance trust man. You don't trust the Most High. Brainwaves did an excellent breakdown of not to be in fear. Whether you're in the city or whether you're in the field. So disrespectful to the Most High.
Oh, they ain't got nothing to say. Why you so quiet? When you see brothers linking up, doing land walks, having all this open space for the people, building, putting livable structures on said land, digging wells, getting ready. Why are you religious folks so quiet?
Who's the religious folks you're talking about? Because last time I checked, you're doing business with these religious folks right now, ain't you? Quit the lying. You use Ringo, you use Brainwaves because of their experience of knowing how to use the internet. Let me say this right now. When it comes to people knowing how to use the internet, Ringo's been doing it since 2006. Okay? Brainway's been doing it since 2017 or 2016. He was into other stuff until he got into the truth 2 years later. The point is, even through that, he knew how to get people to listen to him for the truth's sake, and from his evil ways, even through that, he learned something wasn't right. Eventually, he found out he was an Israelite, and he's been doing the word since then. So my point is, I was in the word one time too, until I found out I was an Israelite 2008. And it was until 2012, 2013, I started learning more. You know, I didn't go rushing into learning the truth. It took some years for me to be in the truth fully, okay? And so, this guy, man, he's just all over the place. Let's continue.
Because even the so-called people who supposedly are in the truth, they actually addicted to the drama of social media too.
You heard he disrespect Ringo, he disrespect Brainwaves. He already had his dealings with me at this time. Remember, this video is May 1st. He's disrespecting the two gentlemen that put in a lot of content into the NAN initiative on their channels. He didn't even put too much into his channel. Even his right-hand man, Yuwichasar, invested a lot into the man. He was just sitting in the clouds, messing with different women, going to the clubs late at night, dibbling and dabbling into, you know what, the Lord knows. Rewind it again, let's hear it.
Making major moves, getting prepared for what's coming, developing community, you know, leading people to freedom, doing what it is we're supposed to be doing. But a lot of people are silent. Oh, they ain't got nothing to say. Why are you so quiet? When you see brothers linking up, doing land walks, having all this open space for the people, building, putting livable structures on said land, digging wells, getting ready. Why are you religious folks so quiet? Because even the so-called people who supposedly are in the truth, they actually addicted to the drama of social media too.
Y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that. Y'all heard it. Let's continue.
That's right. That's what's happening right now. They're all addicted to social media. They are plugged into the second matrix, the alternative universe. A lot of
Did you hear what he just said? They plugged into the second matrix. He's telling you about him taking an oath in level 2. This is the Most High all doing. He just admit that he's in the matrix part 2, y'all. Y'all heard it from him. Listen again.
Leading people to freedom, doing what it is we're supposed to be doing. But a lot of people are silent. Oh, they ain't got nothing to say. Why are you so quiet? When you see brothers linking up, doing land walks, having all this open space for the people, building, putting livable structures on said land, digging wells, getting ready. Why are you religious folks so quiet? Because even the so-called people who supposedly are in the truth, they actually addicted to the drama of social media too. That's right. That's what's happening right now. They're all addicted to social media. They are plugged into the second matrix, the alternative universe. A lot of people are afraid to leave out of their homes and build with other people.
Who is he talking about in the chat, y'all? Who is he talking about in the chat? Who is he talking about in the chat? Y'all can say the name. Who is he talking about? Mind you, this is May 1st. I can show you right now. Let me show you. The video was live May 1st, 2024. For edification, so you won't say, oh, it can't, Rollo's making stuff up. May 1st, 2024. The incident happened, I believe, between the 27th or the 28th of April, okay? All right, let's get back to the footage.
A lot of people have given up and forsaken the assembly. A lot of people have essentially descended into the metaverse. They're in the metaverse. It's too late.
He's talking about himself going to level 2, y'all. Ain't I got level 2, taking an oath to level 2? He's talking about going to level 2 of the oath. All right? Let's continue.
For a lot of people, they're just not ready for what's to come. Why? They refuse to take the necessary precautions. They refuse to take steps on the next level. It's too many men who follow my platform who are quiet.
Did y'all hear that? He said there's too many men that follow his platform who are quiet. Did y'all hear that? Let me know y'all heard that. He said there's too many men that follow his platform who are quiet. He disrespected his own platform. He telling you men ain't got nothing going on. You men of Jacob that follow him. He ain't talking about Esau. He talking about you men of Jacob who following him. He said you quiet. You only watch me when I talk about other things. You don't watch me when I really can't stand y'all. That's what he's saying. Listen again.
All addicted to social media. They are plugged into the second matrix, the alternative universe. A lot of people are afraid to leave out of their homes and build with other people. A lot of people have given up and forsaken the assembly. A lot of people have essentially descended into the metaverse. They're in the metaverse. It's too late. For a lot of people, they're just not ready for what's to come. Why? They refuse to take the necessary precautions. They refuse to take steps on the next level. It's too many men who follow my platform who are quiet.
Wow. He ultimately disrespect y'all. Let's continue.
It's like y'all afraid to lift up your voice like a trumpet.
When the everyday
Not and show the children of Israel their transgressions. It's too many of you brothers who follow the platform who, when you see brothers like myself, Ringo TV Reactions, they're coming together to promote community building, y'all supposed to be making that viral. It ain't even supposed to be no question that y'all are supposed to make that viral. Why? Y'all supposed to do it. You men are supposed to do it.
He don't have no respect for Ringo. He don't have no respect for Ringo. Yes, he mentioned Ringo's name because at the time they was talking. Yeah, he don't have no respect for Ringo. Even though he mentioned Ringo's name, it's still disrespectful. He's not adamant about the brother Ringo. He used him because he know Ringo is good at what he do, which is making content, which is promoting, and brainwaves too. With me, he wanted to use me for economic reasons, to get other people that I knew in Charlotte to come to the event. So I was supposed to be the guy that know how to talk to people, that's in that certain percent in Charlotte, had them come. Then he changed his mind with the setup, set us all up, okay? So at the end of the day, he was trying to get as much money to take care of his pockets, you Wichita, and Mike, and whatever else they got going on, okay? Let's continue.
Because you're supposed to know what's going on. Oh, I get it. You want to hear scripture all day. Well, I got a choice few scriptures for you, actually. I do have some scriptures for you now.
You know he's disrespecting the scriptures, right? You know he's disrespecting the scriptures, right? Hey, listen, hey, look who we got in the chat. Let me screenshot this. Moderators. We got a witch in the chat. We got a witch in the chat, y'all. We got a witch in the chat, y'all. Look at this witch. Look at this witch, y'all. Man, you know they sent them over here. They sent them over here. They keep telling on themselves. Let's continue.
Now, to what's to come right now. Because come to find out, the religious folks have been the seducing spirits all along. And the people who are about action are the righteous. This is the truth.
You see what he just said? The religious folks are the seducing spirits, meaning him, he's a seducing spirit. And the people that's building is righteous. The Most High don't care how much you build. Are you saving souls? And the answer is no, you're not saving souls. You're trying to play God. Let's continue.
True gospel right now that you getting. The true gospel. Everybody coming into the truth right now who really about that are going to be making moves, are going to be building. Those folks that's having these debates like it's damn 2008, they're going to get left in the wind, because while they're going back and forth on social media, all hell going to be breaking loose. And when all hell breaks loose, you're going to find out real soon that Nubrred wasn't no entertainer. You're going to find out real soon that everything I was saying was the truth.
He pumping his
and it
fist.
came from on high.
He pumping his fist because he's mad. He's mad. Let's continue.
Directly from the Most High. Warn my people. Let my people know it's time to get ready. Let my people know it's time to start building their personal ark. It's time for them to have that personal revelation with the Creator. It's time for them to cut off toxic people out of their lives who only want to remain stagnant, people who don't want to make something of themselves. It's time to remove those people.
You see how angry the entity is getting? You see how angry the entity is getting, y'all? Let's continue.
It's time to unplug from the metaverse now. Time to snap back into reality. Time to stop playing games now. Daniel 12:4 says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased."
All right, y'all. That's pretty much about it. We're going to end it right there. We're going to end it right there. We're going to end it right there, y'all. So, y'all heard what's going on. We'll save part 2 for later on. I will definitely have to download this video. So like and share the video, y'all. If you supported the Cash App, I'll shout you out on the next video. Y'all take it easy out there. And I'll talk with y'all later. Peace.